How's you going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshop. Boys, I'm glad you dropped in today because it's a special day in Grampie's Workshop today. Today is the first video of my 4th year. 3 years of making YouTube videos. Unbelievable. Can't, you know, it even amazes me that I did that. But you know what? Just a little word about YouTube. Back when I was contemplating getting started, I was watching a lot of YouTube, and one of the channels that I really liked was Steve Robb. Steve Robb Reviews. Great channel. If you get a chance, check that out. I would, if I were you. You'd learn a lot, and it's a good fun, good channel. He also has a channel, Steve Robb Podcasts, which is an interesting channel too. He talks about a lot of different topics that a lot of people sort of shy away from perhaps, but Steve hits them head on, and he'll tackle anything. So check it out, make you think. But anyway, back then I was communicating with Steve via the comments on his videos, and he was encouraging me to start my own YouTube channel. So thank you, Steve, for that encouragement and that support over the years, and he's given me some good recommendations and some tips and some pointers, and here I am 3 years later starting my 4th year and still enjoying it. It's great fun. YouTube, you get to meet so many nice people virtually through the comments. And I feel like I know each and every one of you personally, and if you were to drop by the shop here, it'd be good fun, sit in the shop, chew the rags for a little bit. But, you know, that's what YouTube is all about, I find. Anyhow, as far as today's video is concerned, I thought, what better way to start my 4th year in YouTube than with a maintenance video? It seems like I do a lot of maintenance. But anyway, I got my tractor in the shop here, and we're going to look at the front end with the loader mounts. Going to check those over, just make sure that everything's good and tight and the way it should be. So let's go check it out. So while I was cleaning up my joystick controller and all this mounting hardware here for the loader, I noticed that the joystick was a little bit loose up here at banging. So I thought I'd just check these bolts here for tightness, and they're not very tight. So I'll tighten them up. Ooh, look, that guy's pretty loose. So these bolts here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 4 more inside behind this member here. They were quite loose. Actually, I was surprised at how loose they were. And when I checked on the other side, there was only 2 of the bolts on the other side that were loose. So I tightened those up, and I got these ones all tightened up now, so it should be good. Now before, this joystick controller was loose. You could move it back and forth, and you could hear it hitting on the upright here of the cab. So that's been resolved. I noticed on this hydraulic line right here, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but the outer rubber jacket has been chafed off. So we're down to the steel braid on that. And wouldn't you know it, this is the longest hydraulic hose on the tractor. It goes from here all the way back to the rear end. But I don't see any signs of leaking there, so I'm just going to monitor that. Also, I would like to get some protective sleeving to put over the hoses, but in order to do that I have to disconnect the hoses. So I don't have that sleeving right now, so what I'm going to do is next time I'm in, I don't know, Princess Auto or someplace like that, I'm going to pick up a roll of the protective sleeving. And then whenever this hose starts to leak and it needs to be replaced, when I disconnect it, then I can slide the protective sleeving over the hoses. Or if I see that it's starting to show excessive signs, or the other hoses start to get marked up, you know, I can disconnect them and put that protective sleeving on there. I have big 2.5 inch protective sleeving that I use going out to the plow and all, but that's too big for here. So that's what I'll do for that. Now the other thing I wanted to do was, because this is still quite close to the upright here on the cab, there's two bolts here and nuts that hold this arm that the joystick controller is mounted to. So what I'm going to do is take those out and put a washer behind them, like between this front end loader mount and the bracket that holds the joystick, just to move that whole joystick lever towards the body of the tractor a little bit better, just to give me a little bit more clearance here. So these are the ones I want to take off here. So I've got a couple of flat washers, and if you can see, they're a little bit on the thick side, so that's good, as long as I have enough bolt left. So let's just take this out of here. This is going to be heavy probably, yeah. While I have that disconnected, I can clean that up a little. Okay, so now we put the flat washers on these carriage bolts. And then summing up my superhuman strength, put these back in here. There we go. Well, that was interesting, because those washers were about 1/16 of an inch thick, and it didn't seem to move that over much. Bizarre, eh? Wonder why that was. Oh well. Wow, I didn't think those loader mounts would be that loose, but they were. So if you have a tractor with a front end loader, check your loader mounts. I'm going to have to check these more regular, because I think I checked them maybe a year or two after I first got the tractor, and that was 14 years ago, so hard to believe that tractor's 14 years old. But anyway, check your loader mounts, that's the bottom line. And also, where I put those washers in to move the joystick away from the cab post there, the cab leg, I thought that would have moved them over a lot further than it did, but anyway, moved far enough so the hose isn't scuffing anymore, and that's the main thing. I'll have to have a look at changing that hose though, because it was wore, the rubber was wore right down to the braid on the top connection, and of course that's the longest hose on the tractor and the hardest one to change, but anyway, I'll get her. Anyway, not a bad little short video, I hope, for starting my 4th year in YouTube. Imagine. 3 years. You know, I make 2 videos a week. I make them on Tuesday. I post them on Tuesdays and Fridays, or try to, and I don't miss many. So if you're interested in watching my channel, you know, Tuesdays and Fridays, watch for my videos. They come out around 5:30 Atlantic time. So, but anyways, I was thinking about that the other day. 2 videos a week, 52 weeks a year. That's 104 videos a year. So over 3 years I've made 312 videos. Can you imagine? 312 videos. I don't even think The Simpsons have that many shows out there. But thanks a lot for all your support, for watching, and for your comments. My regular subscribers, my regular viewers who tune into every video. Boy, it's just unbelievable. I wish, you know, I made this video to show you all about what I do here around the camp and what I do in the workshop. And I wish I could show you really how grateful I am for the support you show for my channel. But other than to say thank you very, very much, I don't know what else to do. So thank you very, very much. I hope you come back often. And I hope you thumbs up me, and I hope you leave me some comments. And I hope you have a great week. We'll talk